All right, guys, what is going on? So a little different of a video this morning just because there's nothing I'm going to do here. But anyway, we've got a 2012 Kia Sedona. The customer called from AutoZone. They gave him my information. He went in there, and because he had a check engine light on and the car was running pretty rough, and he's got a P0014, which is a camshaft B timing over advanced. Right? So here's the paper. P0014, right? So the first thing I asked the customer on the phone is, when did you have an oil change? Why? Because this right here is controlled by, or it controls oil. PCM controls a solenoid, and it controls oil flow to the camshaft to work our timing. Just like an old carburetor or distributor style, when we used to have vacuum advance, it's electronic advance. So the first thing I ask is, when did you have an oil change? And he tells me, oh, I'm overdue. I need to have one done. Okay, that's an understatement. So he's got 111,000 miles on the car, right? Check this out. That, I'm pretty sure, says 79,405. And I don't even know what year that is. That seems like 4 years ago, because that looks like a 5 of 20 on this. So that would tell us that this thing is pretty well screwed, overdone, or overdue on oil. So I was just out here with the customer's son, and we took a look. I want you guys to see this. Look at all of that sludge. And I'll show you down inside here real quick. Look at this motor. There's nothing left. So that's what's inside that motor, all of that sludge. Look at that. I can't get it to focus, but you understand what I'm trying to show you. So I was coming out here today to do just an oil change on this to help them along, but we're not. This, maybe it could be cleaned up, maybe not. Chances are extremely unlikely that this will get cleaned up. More than likely, this motor is completely done, because if you know anything about those camshafts with the phasers and the solenoids with these codes, when you're that far overdone, that means that that phaser is damn near locked up. It's a 2012 Kia Sedona. It's got 100,000 miles. I mean, it's got decent mileage on it, but that motor, even if we pull the valve covers and we make him spend thousands of dollars pulling the cam phasers out and trying to clean it all up or putting new phasers in it, who's to say the rest of the engine hasn't been starved and there's a problem with a bearing? I'm not going to get into it. That's just one of those jobs where you need to understand that you probably need to pull back and not do anything about it, because I'm going to end up married to it, I would assume, especially with how much sludge is in that motor. It's gone. So I already had told this to the son. He'll relay it to his dad, and we're going to go from, I'm not going to go from there. They're going to go from there. I told them it's not worth fixing. Some of you might think it is worth fixing, and that's fine. But owning a company, especially mobile, I'm not taking the liability. If I go in there and put new phasers in it and clean the cams up and stuff, and it doesn't work, yeah, then that's on me, and I'm not taking that risk. So anyway, I thought that was something real cool to show you for how much sludge is in this motor and how nasty it really is. But other than that, I'm gonna get out of here because we're done, and that's disgusting. So anyway, I appreciate you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll talk to y'all later.